kept alive. Another feed inside, and Stokey finishes! Clark's 8th assist!
From Iowa teammates to pro sports stars, Caitlin Clark and Cooper DeJean's bond goes beyond the game. Here's how their friendly rivalry just took another turn. Caitlin Clark's powerful message left Cooper DeJean shocked. What did she say? Let's take a closer look. In a touching display of sportsmanship that transcended team loyalties, WNBA superstar and Kansas City Chiefs superfan Caitlin Clark congratulated Philadelphia Eagles rookie Cooper DeJean following his game-changing performance in Super Bowl 59. DeJean, who celebrated his birthday by helping the Eagles secure a dominant 40-22 victory over the Chiefs, revealed the personal message during an appearance on Up and Adams. The gesture carried particular significance given Clark's well-documented allegiance to the Chiefs and her recent high-profile appearance at Arrowhead Stadium alongside Taylor Swift.
Just below us here in Kansas City, Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark, guard for the Indiana Fever. From Des Moines, been a Chiefs fan since she was a kid, the AP Female Athlete of the Year and the first overall pick in the WNBA Draft, Rookie of the Year. And the first rookie to make the first team.
Nobody does it better.
DeJean shared the exchange with evident appreciation, noting, "She sent me a nice message congratulating me, so that was nice of her being a Chiefs fan and all." Let's see what DeJean said about Clark before.
People thought you were taking shots at her. But after watching the whole clip, which I know, nobody ever watches the whole clip. It happens all, you got to, that's the thing. I wanted to give you sort of a chance to set the record straight. Why were you talking about her, and why did you say what you said?
I mean, I was really just answering the question, but obviously, Caitlin's a special player. She's done so much for women's basketball and the University of Iowa in general. So that I've nothing but respect for her.
The interaction between these two former Iowa Hawkeyes added another chapter to their ongoing friendly rivalry. DeJean's interception of Patrick Mahomes, which he returned for a touchdown to give the Eagles a commanding 17-point lead, marked both his first NFL interception and touchdown. The rookie cornerback's performance proved instrumental in dismantling the back-to-back champions' hopes of a three-peat, making Clark's congratulatory message all the more meaningful given her Chiefs fandom. The play ignited celebrations along Broad Street as Eagles fans chanted his name, creating what DeJean described as an awesome moment in his young career.
You can see that moment right here where DeJean intercepts the throw from Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes. DeJean then runs 38 yards to the end zone, his teammates blocking some of the Chiefs' offense. He ultimately scored the second Eagles touchdown of the night, leading to their victory. DeJean spoke with ESPN SportsCenter's Scott Van Pelt after the game. Take a listen.
Being able to play in the Super Bowl, first of all, my rookie season in the NFL, and
right,
being able to score a touchdown is even crazier. I'm just so happy to be a part of this team and this.
The relationship between Clark and DeJean has captured public attention before, notably when DeJean previously claimed he could beat the basketball phenomenon in a one-on-one matchup. That playful challenge led to a memorable exchange last May, with Clark sending him a text to dispute his chances. However, DeJean has since shown nothing but admiration for his fellow Hawkeye, recently declaring her probably the most exciting player to watch right now in her women's basketball, and praising her ability to score, pass, and do it all.
All-time assist record is hers and hers alone! Caitlin Clark, behind the back, on the spin, to the hole, and one!
Right here, just staying on balance, taking the contact, getting the aim.
Clark's dedication to the Chiefs has been well documented throughout the season, culminating in her sharing a VIP suite with Taylor Swift during Kansas City's NFL divisional round victory over the Houston Texans. The WNBA star, who is set to join the Indiana Fever as the number 1 overall pick, reflected on that experience with genuine enthusiasm. "I'm a huge Chiefs fan, and Taylor is a huge Chiefs fan," Clark shared on the Swarmcast podcast, providing insight into their shared passion for Chiefs Kingdom. Her observation that Swift's support for the team is genuine added another layer to the story of two superstars bonding over football. Despite the Super Bowl loss, Clark's ability to celebrate DeJean's success demonstrated the strength of their Iowa connection.
Or are you thinking, I'm getting ready to score in the Super Bowl?
Right when I touched it, I was trying to find the open lane, find the open grass to get in the end zone. Luckily, I had some guys throwing some blocks out there for me.
The Super Bowl victory marked a dream realized for DeJean, who couldn't have scripted a better birthday celebration. I've been dreaming of this since I was a kid, watching this game growing up. Now it's here, and now I get to wear a big old ring on my finger whenever we get it. Hold that trophy. It's amazing, he shared in the post-game euphoria. The rookie's performance epitomized the Eagles' dominance in their second Super Bowl victory in franchise history, with his pick six serving as one of the game's defining moments. The interception didn't just change the game's momentum, it announced DeJean's arrival as a force in the NFL. DeJean's respect for Clark has grown significantly since their playful one-on-one basketball challenge last year. During Super Bowl week, he offered extensive praise for her impact on basketball. She's taking women's basketball to new heights, he declared, acknowledging her transformative influence on the sport. This mutual respect between two athletes at the pinnacle of their respective sports has resonated with fans of both the Eagles and the Chiefs, transcending the typical rivalries of professional sports. The atmosphere at the Super Bowl reinforced the magnitude of DeJean's achievement. As he raced toward the end zone with his intercepted prize, Eagles fans' chants filled the stadium. It's awesome. To hear that chant, to be able to score a touchdown, is pretty cool, DeJean reflected. His appreciation extended beyond personal achievement to embrace the larger Eagles community. I'm just happy to be here and be a part of this organization. We've got a great fan base. And they support us all the way through the ups and downs. I know they're back home partying on Broad Street right now.
You can see that moment right here where DeJean intercepts the throw from Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes. DeJean then runs 38 yards to the end zone, his teammates blocking some of the Chiefs' offense. He ultimately scored the second Eagles touchdown of the night, leading to their victory. DeJean spoke with ESPN SportsCenter's Scott Van Pelt after the game. Take a listen.
Being able to play in the Super Bowl, first of all, my rookie season in the NFL, and being able to score a touchdown is even crazier. I'm just so happy to be a part of this team and this.
As both athletes continue their professional journeys, Clark preparing for her WNBA debut with the Indiana Fever and DeJean basking in Super Bowl glory, their interaction serves as a reminder of the deep connections formed in college athletics. Clark's gesture, reaching across team loyalties to celebrate her former schoolmate's success, resonated beyond the usual parameters of sports rivalry. The exchange highlighted how personal relationships can transcend professional competition, even on the biggest stage in American sports. The connection between these rising stars from Iowa continues to exemplify the enduring impact of college athletics on professional sports. DeJean's Super Bowl heroics and Clark's imminent WNBA debut with the Indiana Fever represent new chapters in their careers, but their shared Hawkeye heritage remains a binding force. The interaction has particularly resonated with the Iowa community, where both athletes achieved legendary status. Clark for revolutionizing college basketball with record-breaking performances, and DeJean for his defensive prowess that led to his first-round NFL selection. Their mutual support, even as they compete at the highest levels of their respective sports, serves as a powerful reminder of how collegiate bonds can transcend professional rivalries. Clark's gracious message to DeJean, despite her own disappointment as a Chiefs fan, speaks to a larger narrative about sportsmanship and respect in modern athletics, as both continue their professional journeys. Clark potentially transforming the WNBA just as she did college basketball, and DeJean already making his mark in the NFL with a Super Bowl ring. They carry forward the values and connections forged during their time at Iowa. Their story has become more than just about individual success. It represents the lasting impact of shared experiences and mutual respect in sports, regardless of the final score. Looking ahead, both athletes appear poised for continued success in their respective fields. DeJean enters his second NFL season with a Super Bowl ring and growing reputation as a playmaker, while Clark brings unprecedented attention and excitement to the WNBA. Their parallel rises from Iowa stars to professional sports headliners creates a compelling narrative that resonates beyond just Eagles or Chiefs fans. As they continue their professional journeys, their shared Iowa background and mutual respect provide a foundation for what could become one of sports' most interesting cross-discipline friendships. The story of Clark and DeJean is about more than just winning in sports. It shows how college athletics can build strong friendships that last beyond school. Even though they now play on different teams, they still support each other, proving that sports are not just about competition, but also about respect and friendship. As they continue their careers, their connection and love for Iowa remind us how college sports can shape the future of athletes. What do you think about their friendship? Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe for more updates.
First, triple-double for rookie Caitlin Clark has it.
And I feel very thankful to be surrounded by a coaching staff and teammates that, provided me a lot of grace, but always was there to be a shoulder to lean on and to really help me. I feel like I can continue to show up and be the same person that I am.
In the WNBA 2024 rookie season, Caitlin Clark made phenomenal WNBA history by becoming the first player ever to lead the league in assists while also ranking in the top 10 in scoring. She averaged 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, 5.7 rebounds, and 3.1 three-pointers per game. Today, we will show you Clark's best performances from the 2024 WNBA season that are sure to leave you amazed.
The first pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
I think when you're sitting at your table, and obviously I kind of knew what was going to happen, but you're sitting at your table with your family, you're still a little anxious, and then the commissioner comes out and calls your name. It's super, super special.
On 17th of July, Wednesday night, Caitlin Clark did something no one in WNBA history had ever done before. She made 19 assists in one game. The old record was 18 assists, held by Courtney Vandersloot.
Corner three for Hall. Hits it. Gets the lead back for Dallas. Austin cut off by Howard, but was able to spin around and get the bucket anyway.
Isn't the only rookie in the building trying to make her presence felt?
Oh, boy. Perfect.
Assist 16.
Clark with the ball in her hands. Another perfect pass to Boston, who waited for Howard to get out of the way. Caitlin decided not to shoot. Mitchell will. Hits the three.
Oh, my goodness.
We're tied again.
This is incredible.
Clark is doing amazing things with her passing this season. She already has 213 assists for the Fever, which is the most anyone has ever had for their team in one season. She might even break the record for most assists by a rookie player in WNBA history, which is 225, set by Ticha Penicheiro way back in 1998. Right now, Clark helps her teammates score more than anyone else in the league, with about 8 passes leading to baskets every game.
Or just close more quickly.
Clark zips it in. In fact, Benley finishes. What a dart from Caitlin Clark. Bonner gets denied by Boston. Wheeler finds Clark from the logo.
When people asked Clark about how she makes so many great passes, she was very humble. She said, "I just try to set my teammates up for success. My eyes are always on our post players, and then kind of look out from there."
For myself, I've been playing basketball. There's been no really off period, and for me, I feel like that's a really good thing. You just keep the momentum rolling and keep being myself, keep learning. Draft was amazing, New York City was amazing, LA was amazing, but I was excited just to get here and get back to playing basketball and, doing my job.
Her journey from college player to national player is amazing. She loved her teammate. She especially likes passing to Aaliyah Boston, one of her teammates who plays near the basket. Let's look at some of Clark's best passes this season. They're so good that people who watch basketball can hardly believe what they're seeing.
Bounces to Boston. Boston one-on-one with Jones will flip it in. 2 for 1. Clark, bounce pass. There's Boston.
That's where one guard is just a lot stronger than the other because of her experience and maturity.
Nice look from Clark, and Smith lays it home.
Her first amazing pass came early in the season when 2 defenders tried to stop her. Instead of getting stuck, she waited for her teammate Aaliyah Boston to get open and bounce the ball right to her for an easy basket.
Hunter can't hit. Benley the rebound. Here comes Clark. Bouncing to Benley, who lays it in.
To be only tonight, but this season. Watch this.
But wait, there is more. Clark really likes to make special passes when she has a chance to run fast breaks with just one defender. She often throws the ball behind her back to surprise the other team. She did this perfectly in a game against the Las Vegas Aces on July 2nd. Even though her team lost that game, the pass was still really impressive.
Still lead it by 7. Caitlin Smith, one-hander, got it in. Clark launches, nails it. And all of them are above the break except for one corner triple. Averaging almost 3 per game.
One thing that makes Clark so special is how she keeps bouncing the ball until she finds the perfect time to pass. In a game against the Phoenix Mercury on July 12th, she showed this skill perfectly. She was running really fast with the ball, did a behind-the-back dribble, and when the other team stopped her, she didn't give up. Instead, she waited just a tiny bit and then bounced the ball to Boston, who was running to the basket. Boston scored easily because the pass was so perfect. Clark loves to run fast and pass the ball quickly, and her teammate, Nalissa Smith, has learned that if she runs with Clark, she'll probably get the ball for an easy basket. They showed this twice with amazing behind-the-back passes. In one game against the Washington Mystics on July 10th, Clark made the pass look so easy that everyone watching was amazed. Then she did it again in her record-breaking game, and both Clark and Smith were so excited about how well it worked that they couldn't help but smile and celebrate. Sometimes Clark doesn't even need to run down the court to make a great pass. She can throw the ball really far and put it right where her teammates can catch it. She showed this skill when she threw a perfect pass to Katie Lou Samuelson from way back in her own half of the court during a game against the Seattle Storm on June 27th. Even though her team lost that game, she won millions of hearts. When Clark isn't having her best shooting night, she still finds ways to help her team. In a game against the Minnesota Lynx on July 14th, she only had 6 assists, but one of them was really special. She looked like she was stuck and couldn't go anywhere, but somehow she found her teammate Lexi Hull cutting to the basket and got her the ball for an easy score. Clark has been working really hard with her teammate Aaliyah Boston to get better at something called the pick and roll. This is when Boston stands still to block the defender and then runs to the basket while Clark decides whether to pass or shoot. It's starting to work really well. Clark has passed to Boston for 60 of her 91 baskets this season. One of their best plays happened in a game against the Chicago Sky on June 23rd when Clark threw the ball just over the defender's hands right to Boston.
Here's Clark. Bounces underneath, back to Boston, back to work.
She saw Aaliyah Boston the whole time. They believe they will get rewarded for doing so. Here, Caitlin Clark sees that Aaliyah Boston is about to seal, so she gets to the right spot. It makes it look like such an easy little bounce pass, but it's because of the angle she got off of the dribble.
Now her teammates have caught up with that over the last couple of weeks. Here's Boston again, leaning, able to hit. 3 straight possessions, the Clark to Boston connection.
Gosh, Katie Lou Samuelson is battling inside. Yes, she needed the help side defender.
Clark bounces ahead. Oh, what a pass! Mitchell running. Carter had been 6 for 6 from the floor. Here's Clark. Finds the cutter. Boston inside for 2.
What makes Clark such an amazing passer is that she can see things on the court that most other players don't notice. The best example of this happened in a game against the Los Angeles Sparks on May 24th. Clark saw her teammate Christy Wallace running ahead of everyone else, and she threw a perfect pass from way behind the half-court line. The ball went right between 3 Sparks players who didn't even know the pass was coming until it was too late.
You can hear her communicating. You can see the way that she can find you. I mean, her passes are tremendous. And so as a post player, it makes me want to run because I'm like, okay, I'll get a touch. Let me just get down there just because of how well she passed it. But I mean, she's a great teammate. She just talks, communicates, we have laughs. And so it's always great.
One of the most impressive things about Clark's passing is how many different ways she can get the ball to her teammates. Sometimes she throws it behind her back, sometimes she bounces it, and sometimes she throws it really far down the court. She's like a magician with the basketball. You never know what amazing pass she's going to make next. Teams have tried different ways to stop Clark from making these great passes. Sometimes they put 2 defenders on her to try to trap her, but she usually finds a way to get the ball to her teammates anyway. Other times, teams try to stay close to their teammates so she can't pass to them, but then she just scores herself. The way Clark plays basketball is making the whole WNBA more exciting to watch. Her teammates know that if they run fast and get open, Clark will probably find a way to get them the ball. Even when it looks impossible, she somehow makes these incredible passes that lead to easy baskets. The really fun part about watching Clark play is that you never know what she's going to do next. She might throw a pass behind her back, or bounce it between defenders, or throw it down the court. Every game is like watching a highlight reel of amazing passes. What's also special about Clark is that she's always trying to make her teammates better. She doesn't just try to score points herself, she's always looking for ways to help her teammates score too. This is why her teammates love playing with her, and why fans love watching her play. As the season goes on, everyone in the basketball world is excited to see what other amazing passes Clark will make. She's already shown that she can do things with a basketball that most players can only dream about, and can't wait to see her next season. Clark has already broken records, and she's only in her first year in the WNBA. Basketball fans are excited to see what other amazing things she'll do this season. Will she break the rookie assist record? Will she make even more unbelievable passes? Everyone is watching closely to find out. Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to the channel for new updates.
The players of the WNBA can't fucking stand her. Why? Because she's white. It's abject, absolute racism. It's total racism.
Caitlin Clark shuts down white privilege, critics, and shocks everyone. The basketball star Clark caused a big controversy after her comments in Time magazine got strong reactions from the sports world. Named Time's Athlete of the Year, Clark talked about her privilege as a white player in a mostly black league, leading to mixed opinions from famous sports figures. But what's really behind the backlash? Let's take a closer look. Clark said in Time magazine, "I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege. A lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has been built on them. The more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, I think it's very important."
Down on your shoulders.
I feel like I always have had really good perspective on everything that's kind of happened in my life, whether that's been good, whether that's been bad. And then obviously coming to the WNBA, like I've said, I feel like I've earned every single thing that's happened to me over the course of my career. But also, I grew up a fan of this league from a very young age. Like, my favorite player was Maya Moore. Like, I know what this league was about. And like I said, like, it's only been around 25 plus years. So I know there's been so many amazing black women that have been in this league, and continuing to uplift them, I think, is very important. And